I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss a woman's ass. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
The voice of reason, Zoe Williams. You know me. I have returned
He's back.
with yet another slapper. We got to do it again because I got a lot of feedback. A lot of people was listening and was like, man, them sisters are some slaves. You guys are getting called Christian slaves.
Oh,
Yep.
no.
That's what the fans were saying. It was just like, Jesus.
Yep.
They was like,
Yep.
they just way too on white Jesus's dick. That's what I heard.
Oh, whose dick are they riding?
All I heard,
Whose dick you riding?
I'm
out?
just saying, all I heard is y'all was on white Jesus's dick. That's all I heard. Now, who am I to judge? That's what I heard. All I was trying to do was put together a show where we could talk about the power of black women. The power of black women. What black women believe in. How black women can manifest. The mother of all civilization.
We are.
Right? Do you know? Now, just tell me how this resonates in your spirit. And then you guys can help me understand. Just tell me how this resonates in your spirit. Oh, sorry, Jesus. The black woman.
Yeah.
Let's just get hella specific.
Okay.
The African American woman.
Got it.
The genes in your body
Right.
predate all your religious beliefs.
Truth.
Right.
Fuck. If your religious beliefs are younger than your genes, that should mean something.
Correct.
If your beliefs are younger than your genes.
Then the genes in your cells, nigga.
Oh.
Our DNA is older than Jesus.
Okay.
God.
Yes.
Okay. I just want to know. Does that matter? Does that mean anything? Does that mean anything to you, ladies?
Yes. Of course.
I can hear the resistance.
Not for me, not at all.
hear it.
But I'm a little more free in my thinking than.
But shouldn't that
I'm
matter?
free in my thinking. I just appreciate everybody's opinion on everything. But, you know, I'll be that Christian slave. I'm not a Christian, though. I'm a believer. It's a difference.
Okay, well.
Oh, gee.
Okay.
Really?
Help me understand.
Yeah.
I believe that Yahweh is God.
Oh.
I believe that he begot Yeshua, be meaning self, God.
Yeah.
That's what he means by we when he said, let us. You know, let us, the homies, me, begot. You know, make this. So, and I believe that Yeshua walked this earth, died for my sins, and left here and came back and showed everybody, hey, who I am. You know, you can believe it or you not. The most simple thing for people to believe, they won't. But, you know, they'll, you know, study all this stuff because it's all coming from books that people wrote, whether you believe it or not. Like you said, the Bible's just a leaflet to you. All that shit just leaflets if that's the case. Yeah, you know, I was going to be ready for a nigga today.
You think so?
I am.
You think you making sense?
I am making sense to me.
Okay. To me.
Uh-huh.
And that's all
and
that
a few
matters.
other people in there that's believers.
I'm about to go look. I don't know.
Oh, they there. Don't be scared to worship.
I'm never
Don't be
scared,
to
baby.
praise. I know you
I ain't
got my back,
scared, baby.
man.
I ain't scared.
All right, so let's really get into it.
All right.
Look how he looking though.
He look like, yeah, y'all ready, ladies? Because I got my blade out.
Why he back up though?
So your DNA is older than the shit you believe in right now.
I have no control in what my DNA
Hold
age
on.
is.
They already can prove your DNA.
Okay.
They can prove the motherfucking DNA in your being. There's something called mitochondrial DNA.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Oh, Jesus didn't equip you with the knowledge?
No,
You know
he
what?
didn't.
I'm going to sock him.
Jesus keep his people dumb as hell. Okay. That's fucked up, ain't it? That's wrong. Okay. Mitochondrial DNA is DNA inside of a cell.
Okay.
Right? Inside the cell, there's this little factory. They thought that this little, factory was the center or the brain of the cell. But now they're starting to find out that the membrane of the cell is actually its brain.
Kind of like the Matrix in the
Right?
machines. Yeah,
But
I got it.
inside the mitochondria is where the energy is processed in a cell.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay.
The mitochondria DNA, that DNA is inside the mitochondria structure. And it is the DNA that is transferred from female to female to female to female.
Okay.
Intergenerational DNA.
Okay?
Okay.
Now, at the end of the motherfucking day,
Uh-huh.
the DNA in your black ass
Yes.
go all the way back millions of years.
And that's fine.
How old is Christianity?
I'm not a Christian.
Okay, how old is the belief of Yahshua and them niggas?
That is a couple thousand years old.
In other words, your belief is a toddler. That's fucked up. I know.
Not a
It
toddler.
It's not even a toddler. It's an embryo, according to this
Basically,
nigga.
yeah.
So all I'm saying is, some white people, couple thousand years ago, said, let's put this shit together. Right? Let's put this shit together so we could control the people. People saying 6,000 to 7,000 years. Let me tell you something.
Incorrect. Oh,
That's
Jesus.
way incorrect. All of the white calendars go back 4,004. The reason why they go back 4,004 is that's when they start paying attention to their history.
Yes.
4,004.
Even if you include both the Abrahamic religions and you go back past Jesus and go like,
Through the Torah,
Still,
to
like-
the oldest, version of it.
You don't even know.
Yes, it's about 2,000 years old. The Torah is probably a million years old.
a million. No, Jesus. Get out of there. Oh God.
I mean, it was written a long time ago. They didn't find it till way
million?
later.
No, humans at this extinction period aren't even a million years old. Oh goodness.
That was written on walls. It was written in the high, like you said. It was written in the flood.
You
Was
better
written
not,
on.
hold on. You better not say hieroglyphics, nigga. Because if you say hieroglyphics, you got to drop Jesus.
Let me finish what I got to say.
Okay, because I'm a wait on
The
it.
Messiah was foretold on them Egyptian walls
Was he?
a long time ago.
Where?
Somewhere. I know he was.
Huh?
I've read about it. I don't ask
Oh.
me where. I can't pinpoint the fact, but I'm gonna find it and bring it back. I bet you
read
that.
some shit that you forgot. That's
in one of your
important.
leaflets.
That's important to validating your stance.
But I know what the fuck I mean, and I know that Jesus was foretold. He was in.
Peaches, I thought you was gonna do better.
Hey,
You did really bad last show.
it's okay. I don't care what people think. I'm gonna say what I think.
Well, I think the issue with what you're saying is that you're actually invalidating and correcting yourself, and through what you're explaining, actually validating what Zoe has been saying, which is the stories that Christianity is based on have been retold for thousands of years. So even if that story was in hieroglyphs back in the day, they wasn't talking about Jesus. Whoever found the hieroglyphs hijacked those stories, repackaged them, and retold them as their own. That's what Zoe's saying.
But I don't agree. I believe that they told them stories about Jesus. They just didn't know they was about Jesus yet.
What?
Look at him.
This shit is like passion dumb.
And I'm passionate about my bullshit right now because I mean that shit. But I really do think that those hieroglyphics, that they pointed to Jesus.
Okay, so let's do it another way.
Not the son.
Let's just take the word Messiah.
Okay.
What does it mean?
Jesus.
No, Jesus is another word altogether.
Yes.
Okay. The Savior.
No, Jesus doesn't mean Savior. That would be Yeshua.
That's who that's the only one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I just say Jesus because that's what was programmed.
You're going to keep talking through?
Okay.
Shua, Savior. Yeshua, O Savior. Which is also a corruption of another word. Yehoshua. Which comes into English as Joshua.
Yes.
Do you know any of this?
You know I don't. He gonna ask me, do you know any? You can see the absence in my face. But I know they meant Jesus.
What I'm saying is,
it's in my spirit.
How can you protect yourself from your mortal enemy, the devil, if you don't know shit? The devil know more about the Bible than you do.
And he really do, but he know when he get rebuked too, and he know that my heart mean it, and he'll vanish.
With no knowledge.
I've rebuked him many a time.
This nigga roll up and be like, hey, what's happening?
And I'd be like,
let me holler at you about this Bible, baby.
Get thee behind me.
Thank you.
No, it'll be get thee in between these legs. You know good well. Come on.
Because again, the devil doesn't come at obvious. If you believe that, it says he'll come in a form of something you want or desire.
Always.
Often a distraction. Often, most often a distraction.
He know your weakness.
The
He'll
devil
look like
gets in
something you
people.
want.
Well, the devil will get into people. It could be your mama, your cousin, your brother. It could be the pastor at the church.
Yeah.
Demonic.
The devil hops into people and utilizes that as a vessel.
So you believe, I see that. So you believe that the devil can get into somebody.
Oh,
yes.
yeah. He uses people, and they allow it to happen. You know what I'm saying?
I want you guys to hear something really quickly.
Because that's not.
Because I love you guys. I mean, you niggas is my niggas.
He using this nigga right there.
You know what?
You niggas are my niggas, and I love y'all. I love y'all. Look, here is a quote from theoretical physicist Amit Goswami, author of The Self-Aware Universe. Listen very carefully. Consciousness is the agency that collapses the wave of a quantum object, which exists in potentia, making it an immanent particle in the world of manifestation. Meaning, your observation collapses the wave of probability into an actual particle. That's just a fancy way of saying, as a man thinketh, so is he. Christians believe that niggas can be possessed, and thus it is true, not because some book said it, but because you believe it.
Yep.
I've seen it.
Or seen it.
Listen, you gonna see what you believe.
Yep.
Man, we see that shit every day.
Sure.
Go down the street. It's a possessed person sleep on the ground talking to himself or Socrates or somebody else.
You labeled him possessed.
Because it's demonic possession.
Because the church called it that.
What else beside the devil make a nigga not wash his ass every day and
Mental
lay on the
illness.
street
Now the
and
devil
not comb his motherfucking hair?
The devil is responsible
You motherfucker,
for dirty asses all across the world.
Only the devil
no.
tell a bitch to get out there dirty and just talk to themselves on the court. You can see the demons. I bet you rebuke them. They
So
turn. They
again-
always saying something religious.
So again, one of the biggest proponents of exorcism is the Catholic Church.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Again, it's inherent in the belief system of that doctrine. There is a devil. Your ancient Egyptian science didn't have devils. You had light and dark. You had daytime and nighttime. You had Horus or Heru, which is Jesus, the Son. Oh, yeah, that's your first Messiah. How you don't know, I don't know how you don't know. But that's okay. That's fine. You don't have to know. Just long as I know that you don't know makes it really fun for me that you don't know. Okay, cool. So
whatever.
Hilarious.
That's all I got for that.
Amazing.
Whatever.
So
Amazing.
Heru is the daytime.
Okay.
Set is the nighttime.
Yes.
They don't have God, devil. They have day and night. At night, shit got bad because God went away. The sun. Do you understand what's happening here? Oh, and from that basic mythos comes Jesus. Or as the as the Mormons would say, Jesus and his brother,
James.
Lucifer. Oh, the Mormons say Lucifer and Jesus are brothers.
I didn't know
I've
that.
read about that,
I
but
didn't know
that could be. No, they're not brothers. They're
How you ain't wrote nothing?
No,
you ain't
no,
even
no,
read nothing. You can't just
No.
decide that shit ain't what it is.
Well, that's just interesting that they changed the mythology because if, like, obviously the Bible basically relates to that Lucifer is a castaway angel and that it's his punishment to be on earth because it's supposed to be pain to his ears to hear us worship God. So that's like the original, mythology from Christianity, which is Lucifer is actually an angel who then was cast away from God. His punishment is to be on earth.
Yeah, the most beautiful angel with a lot of gifts and talents. That's why, he led the choir. He led them.
He played string
Yes.
instruments.
Yes.
So I didn't know.
And
I
then he
didn't
tried
know
to
that-
take half the angels with him.
Y'all motherfuckers is
Yeah, he turned on God.
I
He
didn't say I believe it. I'm just saying that's one of the stories, and I didn't realize the Mormon stories is an adaptation. It's different that Lucifer is
Did you know that Lucifer,
or brother of Jesus.
Did you know that Lucifer and Jesus are both referred to as the morning star?
Actually, now that you say it, I did
One
realize that.
is the morning star. The other one is the son of man, the morning glory. There's a
I'ma beat
difference
you up.
between glory and
I'm gonna beat your ass.
morning
man.
star.
Listen,
But yeah, I didn't know that the Mormons changed that and said. So where do the Mormons think that Lucifer came from? Like, who is the mother father?
He's the angel of light. Lucifer is the angel of light. God, Yeshua, is the morning star.
what? You just making up stuff.
No, I'm not. That's accurate.
Is it? Let's get to the Bible.
I wish I had I have my Bible with me. I have multiple Bibles with me.
Lucifer and Jesus
Are not the same.
the morning
They're
star.
not brothers either.
No,
Look,
I
let's
don't
just-
believe they're brothers.
Let's just find. I didn't say they were brothers.
Oh, okay.
What I'm saying is,
He said he read.
the Mormons made them brothers from the ancient Egyptian depiction.
I got it.
Got
Okay.
you.
No, that's why I asked you. I was like, teach. I want to hear more.
But
Yeah.
they don't.
No, I do. I do.
I can dissect what you're saying.
All right.
I can appreciate all information.
Thank
The
you.
only standpoint that I have is just that I know what's happened in my life to let me know what's real that's occurred.
Let me bring it back. You do not know.
I know what happened in my life. Yeah, I do.
Hold on. Just hear my perspective
Okay.
before you shut it down.
Okay, let me hear it.
What you know is what you create. The power of God is within you to create. So whatever you believe. So look, whatever the belief is, the belief is like a vase.
Right.
And whatever you believe or the contents of that belief takes on the shape of the vase.
Vessel of honor.
Right?
Right. Okay.
So Christianity has a shape.
Right.
An ideological shape. Islam has a shape. An ideological shape. Right? Buddhism has a shape. An ideological shape. So again, whatever idea you claim, you take on the form of that.
Zoe, you're actually right. How did
got
I
it.
not know this?
This is Isaiah 14:12.
Yeah, 12. That's what I found. I was
And
like,
then
wait, how did I
Revelations
not?
What does it say?
22:16.
Read it. Read the scripture.
Oh, you have it too.
No, you got go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Isaiah 14, chapter 12 says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst waken the nations?"
He called him the son of the morning. He was one of his first. He was the first angel he created. Maybe that's what he meant by that.
Stop.
I'm just saying he's not Jesus.
I need you to stop.
But
Lucifer is called the son of the morning star. Jesus is called the morning star. Revelations. Jesus unmistakably identifies himself as the morning star. We are both Jesus and Satan described. Why are both Jesus and Satan described as the morning star? They're both described as the morning star.
I'm gonna have to investigate that.
That is,
I'm so excited.
That is supported scripturally.
I learned something today.
Luke 10:18. So in this case, the morning star refers to Satan. Luke 10:18. Come on, listen. Can we stop?
No,
can we stop?
We're not gonna stop.
No, listen. This is what I want you guys to understand.
Oh, I'm gonna have to do a whole study on the
But
morning
I'm
star.
gonna have to study the morning star too.
But see, this is my point.
The son of light.
This is my point. The last show, we broke it down. If you're just tuning in right now, I'm in the hold on. I'm in the midst of an exorcism.
Oh Lord.
Oh, here he go.
I got to exercise stupidity. The spirit of stupidity is in this motherfucker.
But do you know the root word of like morning star? Like, is there a translate like in Hebrew or like Arabic?
Exactly.
So we could easily look that up.
Because I think that would help the study for me.
Right.
Yeah.
We could easily look that up.
Yes. Because that was probably misquoted.
Not misquoted, but again, you have to understand the context and where the language came from.
Let's do this. Let me come back to my homegirl, Peaches.
Because now I'm intrigued.
Peaches.
Yes.
In order to learn, you must let go of what you think you know to be true. You can't learn holding on to something you want to be right. For instance, scientists understand. This is why new concepts to science disappear after a generation. Let me go back to Einstein. Einstein opened the door to quantum mechanics, but he didn't want to fuck with it.
Right.
He looked at the math and he knew the fucking math is perfect. The math is correct, but I just don't want to believe it. By the way, Einstein is a water sign like you motherfuckers. He was Pisces too.
Stubborn as shit.
So his thing was
but he was the shit.
His thing was simple. He was like, I don't want to believe that reality is like that. Even though the math, the facts was right in his face.
Right.
He was like, I don't want to believe that shit.
Right.
Did you know Einstein was a Christian?
He was not. God damn it. You ain't studied nothing.
He was a Christian.
No, he wasn't.
No, he really wasn't.
He was a pacifist.
Yeah.
Right? He was not a Christian, but he did believe in God. He didn't believe in dogma.
Right.
Yeah, he was a believer.
No, he was a knower. Let me tell you something.
He knew God. He
Let me
didn't
explain
believe
something.
it.
But that's very
Let me-
wrong, and
let's-
people do that all the time. Don't mislabel just because someone believes in God that he
Right.
believes in a Christian monotheistic God.
Right. So
True.
let me just tell you something.
True.
The man was gifted to be able
Very.
to say, if a plane is flying in the sky and I'm moving, or if a train is moving down the tracks and I'm moving at the same speed down the track, the person inside of the train slows down. Weird ass insights. Only
that
God
is
can.
strange.
He was the one who created the universal constant of speed, of light, the speed of light. Like it can only travel at a certain amount of speed, and then that's a universal constant. It might be wrong, but for the time, creating the theory of relativity, the motherfucker was able to see.
Dope.
You understand? This is the difference between you and, say, an Einstein. Well, you guys share a lot of similarities. Einstein refused to look at the facts. And he spent the rest of his life trying to prove some niggas wrong and wound up dying doing it.
See, that's
So at 58, he died trying to prove some shit wrong. But the scientists who he inspired were proven right.
Right.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Again, he opened the door, but he was attached to a belief, and it was counterintuitive to what he was. He was a scientist.
But see, it doesn't mean I don't want to learn and I'm not open to studying it. But I know faith is going to keep me.
What does the word faith mean? Not in English.
Not in English.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. You're reading a
Faith,
book.
Imani.
What
I mean,
does it mean?
To have faith and to believe in something you can't see. You just have to.
It doesn't mean belief.
That's what it. But it does to me when I'm speaking of my belief
you've been
system.
programmed.
This nigga here will unprogram me. I'm trying to learn here.
I'm trying to pull your ass out of the
Give
matrix.
her the root base of faith and the original language and explain to her
because I'm
how
gonna
language
believe
works.
it.
No, you're not. I don't want to give you another belief.
You can't give me another belief because I'm not gonna believe you just for the fuck of believing you.
You just told me you was going to
No,
believe.
I'm gonna believe what you say about faith, about the word faith, the
This
root
girl crazy.
root of the word
She
faith.
crazy.
Don't try to change
Somebody
shit.
help me, man. She crazy.
Mimi, get him.
Mimi
Faith is
can't-
not belief, it's
shoot.
trust. Complete, the literal like the dictionary definition is complete trust or confidence in someone or something. It's not belief, it's trust in. Because it doesn't have to be actual reality. It's just your trust in that thing. It doesn't
Okay.
have to be real or proven. It's just your trust in it, which is why they use faith to explain religion, because you're trusting in something that may not be real or proven.
And I trust it 100%.
Let's go strong.
Because of my life though, not because of and what I've experienced. I can't go and make someone else believe something different, you know?
So again, faith, the book of John, a book of James. What is faith without works? Right?
It's dead.
Really?
Okay, so ask yourself a question. Who wrote the book of James, and what language was it originally written in?
Aramaic? Was it Aramaic?
Could be. Do you know?
Hebrew?
Hebrew is first off, Hebrew today is called rabbinical Hebrew. It's Europeanized, has vowels and shit.
Okay.
Aramaic is ancient Hebrew, defunct language. Nobody speaks it anymore. No vowels.
Okay.
Only intellectuals. It's an academic language.
Well, and
Well,
they
not
don't,
academic because they can't speak it either.
they don't
Just
speak it fluently.
Read it.
So yeah. So you get what I'm saying? There's a Bible out that you could get that's written in Aramaic and transliterated in English.
What? Really? Give
Yes.
me this. What? I
But
learn something
is
new
it
every day.
how-
I'm so excited.
George M. Lamsa.
Wait, I'm writing it down.
The George M. Lamsa version of the Bible.
George M. Lamsa
Yes.
version of the Bible. Ah.
Spell the last name.
Lamsa. Lamsa. Okay.
Yes.
Motherfuckers out here bullshit.
No, I love to study.
No, I'll definitely study that because that's something that I need to know.
So, the word faith from the Strong's Hebrew lexicon is emun, which is amen.
Yes.
Right? This is amen. Right? This is fucking amen.
Okay.
Where is amen from? Just who is amen?
Man, I tell you what, they got all these damn jokes. They don't know. I got jokes too. So keep your jokes up, homie, and I'm gonna come for you. All right.
Oh, wait
That's
a minute.
why I don't
Maybe
know
they-
the chat.
They trying to
Came
joke.
for me a while ago in the chat room, and I just kind of I checked them
they
watch yourself.
They trying to come for me about my jacket. First of all, my outfit is tight, and you all up on it, so you must be worried about it. If you want to buy one, you can go to my site and get one.
Hold
Hello.
on. Hold on one second.
Hello, Rebel
Hold on.
Threads. Hello.
Hold on.
Homie.
The hood.
Hold on.
Shit.
Hold on. Let's take a quick break here.
I knew it was coming.
Hold on. Let me
Talking all that shit.
let me reset things.
Thank you. 'Cause I want your lesson today. I don't know if
Because-
anybody else does, but
hold on.
I do too.
Because Mimi, okay, let me just help. Mimi is for the listeners here. Mimi is talking to our YouTube followers who are watching this show live.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so anybody who is just audio, Mimi just took us on a little ride,
On a little detour.
because somebody trying to bang on her,
Yeah, I ain't going for it.
and Mimi is gorgeous, man. You can't if
Yes.
you dig. All right, so let's get back to our Bible study. Leave Mimi's gear low because it's fly.
It's fly, homie. I just came from Universal NBC with a gig.
Yeah, you wish you could see Mimi.
Homie, you at home watching.
Tell him, Mimi.
Tell him. Don't come for me. I will see you, homie.
And you gonna see this jacket on TV.
This shit done turned into keeping it real.
Because don't play with me. I likes to play. For real. Ask about it. Ask somebody.
So let me get back to where we are today.
Yes.
The point of the whole show, I need you guys to follow this.
Yes, sir.
The point of the whole show is to say, number one, most African American women and men lack an in-depth knowledge of the book that they claim they believe. They lack an in-depth knowledge of the words that they use. Right?
Yes.
Do you know what the word believe means? Do you know where it's from?
I don't know where it derived from, no.
So again, if I told you to spell a word, any word, spell incredible.
INCREDIBLE.
I don't know if that was true or not.
It was. It's fine.
I'm just fucking.
I was checking it. She got it.
You see how I looked at the nigga like, whatever, nigga, if it's wrong,
No, she
whatever.
got it. She got it.
It's going to be incredible the way I look at your ass in a minute.
Y'all so worse. She got it.
But again, you put the words together, you're casting a spell.
I ain't casting no spells.
I tried to
You're
tell
not-
her this the other day.
Listen to me.
We talked about this.
Yeah.
Listen to me, badass.
Like a little badass kid.
You are. You casting spells. If you don't know what the words mean, right? If you don't know what you're saying, you don't know what reality those words are creating.
Or activating.
Unlike Zoe, I don't walk around with Strong's dictionary or Greek word translations and shit.
Thus, your downfall.
Well, no, it says that people will perish for a lack of knowledge, and the knowledge, similar to like people, a lot of the time will criticize like Muslims, but a lot of African immigrants, especially Muslims, can tell you. I had a friend tell me his tribal names for the last 200 years.
They
A
don't
Somali
teach
friend.
us.
We don't know our history.
Our heritage.
Lack of knowledge. So when Zoe criticizes that, it's a genuine criticism that comes from the same book that you learned from.
I agree.
Listen, there was a good ship, Jesus, in slavery.
There was a what? Say that
A
again.
what?
There was a good ship, Jesus,
Not the good shit.
that
Got
had,
it. I was like,
That's the good shit.
that had motherfucking slaves. Okay?
Oh God.
What was it? The Mayflower?
What I'm saying is, I'm not trying. Somebody said Zoe needs to stop trying to strip people of their faith. If you don't find the highest point to shut up, listen, I'm not trying to strip nobody of nothing. What I'm trying to do is get you to think critically.
Yes.
What my good friend Donnie Keith is doing right now is exhibiting how poor or how little critical thinking is involved in a faith-based movement. You dig? You told me faith means believe. No, it don't.
Right.
Now, I'm just going to say they got all these words: established, right? Trustworthiness, truth.
But you have to believe in the truth.
But hold on, honey. Hold on.
Okay, go on.
The Egyptians use this word too. Like I said, you get Amun, you get Amun, you get Amen. Means fact beyond a doubt, trustworthiness, established, all of that. It can be trusted, so be it, all of that. Right? Belief is a little bit more nebulous.
Ooh, that's a good word for it.
Right? The word belief is a little bit more nebulous. The root word of believe is belie.
But not what they think belie is.
Latin.
Yeah.
The word believe, its root is belie.
Yes.
B-E-L-I-E.
But what does it really mean?
Belie means to give the lie away as a gift from me to you.
There
This
you
is
go.
what produces the word believe.
Yep.
Wow, that's crazy.
So guess what?
So I won't be using that word no more.
So guess what? You
Right.
think this is what the church has done.
I won't use that word.
You took the word faith, which means trustworthy, established. Could we argue that established could mean fact? Could we argue that the word established could be replaced with the word facts?
Yes.
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 In a court of law, it will win.
Now, would this make sense? Would this make more sense for the book of James, chapter 2? What is faith without works? Faith is nothing without works.
Right.
Faith is nothing without facts.
Right.
Uh-oh.
You right about
So
that.
now, the church told you that faith and belief are synonymous, not faith and facts.
But now, since I'm enlightened by Ozo Williams.
No, you don't want to be enlightened. You want to fight to hold on to the bullshit
No, I'm
you've been
going to not use that word no more when I'm talking about my faith.
But do you see what
Now
I'm saying?
that I understand it.
Faith means fact. Belief, belie, to give the lie away as a gift. From Middle English, Bellalosian, the lie is a gift from you to me.
So now when I'm talking about Yeshua and my faith, I'm going to say faith because I'm still going to believe in Yeshua.
But this is what I'm saying. This is the clusterfuck of belief. You can believe anything and manifest it because that's part of your makeup. God is in you.
Yes.
Yes.
So whatever you believe comes true.
Right.
You can believe fucking anything.
Well, you're right about that, Zoe. You can
Think it
believe.
and it shall be.
You can manifest anything.
Why do you think Tony
Think it
Robbins
and
and all
shall
those
be.
people are so successful? Even a pastor used to talk about this. But her message was a little different. She said, you don't have to be a believer of Christ to activate the kingdom principles. That's what she used to say, which is, again, as long as you believe it, you can manifest it. So that's why the vision boards and confessions and murmuring and spells, like, it works because you have the power to manifest. It doesn't matter what faith background you are.
So you guys remember the movie, the Book of Eli?
Yes.
I didn't see it, but yeah.
I love
With
that.
Denzel?
I love that damn
I heard
movie,
it was
though.
good. I heard it was
love
really
that damn
good.
movie,
I'm going to watch it.
So again,
But again, he makes that point in the movie too.
you get Denzel, and then you get the other. What's the other character? I forgot his name. The white man.
The evil dude? I don't remember his name.
He's a great actor.
He's an amazing actor. I will look it up real quick for us.
But you get him, and he wants the Bible because it's the only Bible left. He wants that Bible.
The physical book so bad.
So he can enslave the people of the town. Why? Because the people need a social construct to live within, to be governed by. Whereas Denzel has embodied the work to the point where he don't need the book anymore.
I gotta see the movie. Y'all done
Gary
told me the whole damn movie.
Gary Oldman.
I love him. He's a great actor.
I don't remember what his character's name was, though.
But see, this is what I'm saying. Yeah. Y'all have been pimped by the church system. Your ability to create a reality that is your own has been pimped by the church because they use your belief, your power to manifest to fuel their reality, not your own.
Yeah, but I mean, I was raised in the church as a youngster. I haven't been to church a lot as an adult because I did Bible studies or study groups, that kind of stuff. I didn't
Who did you study under?
Well, just different like groups of people that would get together and read our word together.
Just random niggas who don't know the language.
Okay, so this is the
we
point.
We read from the. No, we didn't study the roots of the words and all of that.
That's how y'all nigga.
But we read the word.
Y'all should have been coloring then.
Well, so
but we still read the word. To us, that was a lot. That we know we shouldn't have been coloring. We should have been coloring on your ass.
I was gonna say,
color your eyes brown.
Well, no, I made this point earlier today. Someone I was talking to about a similar topic, actually. But a lot of people who kind of end up being when you get a little more enlightened or you release yourself from dogmatic practice. Some people choose to go very anti-pastor then. Yeah. Right. And so what I said was I'm not as anti-pastor as some people because some people are only at a sheep level of enlightenment. So they need a teacher. They need a shepherd. So a lot of people going to church, it's because they need a teacher. But the problem is that they're like these students going to schools that aren't accredited. You're going to get education, but you're not looking at who your teacher is.
So let me.
So that's a problem.
So let me do this really quickly.
That was dope.
For everybody who's just tuned in. It's part 2.
Right.
Is the black woman the backbone of white dogma?
Jesus. Yeah, I'll need to.
Does the black woman in America uphold white dogma?
Yes.
Fuck. See, this topic was inspired by Black Panther. I saw them black women, even though it was a fucking comic book, I saw the black women in that movie that were in alignment with a belief system that was their own, not the colonizer.
Right. They weren't Christians in the damn Black Panther. Everybody's talking about Wakanda forever. It was practicing their indigenous beliefs. God damn it.
And I was amazed that the white writers, Stan Lee and the other guy, Irby, was hip enough
they got it right
to say, oh, well, a meteor hits in Africa and then 5 tribes begin to war with each other. And then the Egyptian god Bast, the cat goddess, shows up.
Accurate.
Picks up one dude and says, you're the king now. Eat this flower. And now you can bring these people under your rule. The Egyptian cat goddess, Bast. Oh, by the way, Catwoman was, remember Halle Berry?
Also influenced by Bast, yes.
Same shit.
Yep.
Bast. How is it that Hollywood know about your God's African-American sister more than you do?
Because those are gods of the past. That's not God.
Gods of your people.
I mean, it's a movie, okay, but I understand like the movie Cat People where the lady got possessed. Remember that old movie?
You about to go back to the 80s?
I mean, you know what I'm talking about. That's what it reminded me of when I saw it. It's the same shit all over again. I mean, you get possessed by cats. You want to scratch motherfuckers up or save the world, whatever. Same shit. But it's the same God. I don't believe in those gods. I believe in one God. So
You believe in a God that was given to you. If your ass was born in Polynesia, you'd have a different God. If you were born in India, you'd have a different God. Period.
Let me tell you a story.
Uh-oh.
I was making a mud pie, 5 years old. And I said, cousin, where do you think God comes from? She said, I don't know. And I said, what should we call him, Mr. God? And my mother still talked about that story for years and years because she said, you know what? Kids just know the truth. And it's true. You're innately born with God in you. Like you said, you know God is real. It's not given to me. It's something that's in me.
Okay,
so I don't have to have somebody give me a white Jesus.
So let me hit you upside the dome piece with this one.
Okay.
Help me to help. If you guys can see this idea, tell me how this resonates in your spirit.
Okay.
Envision God. Oh, give me that. Give me that right there. Oh, perfect. You brought it. Yay! Class is in session, motherfuckers.
What is happening?
She brought it. So everybody who can see this, right? Right? This is a canvas. Okay? This is a canvas. Right? Mm-hmm. Imagine God as the canvas.
Okay.
Ooh, I like where this is going.
Right? Mm-hmm. Imagine God as the canvas.
Okay.
And anything your mind can conceive when put on this motherfucker comes to life.
Ooh, that'd be so dope.
That's how this works.
Right.
That's how reality works. So if I'm a government, I need to create a spiritual ideology
Okay.
to limit your ability to create shit.
Yeah.
I need to know what you can create. Because what does the word government mean?
Oh,
You want the real definition?
No, I'm not talking about the dictionary. If you have a governor, on the throttle of your car, you know what that means?
The regulator?
Your car can only go so fast.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's gonna prevent you from
Governor means limiter.
Yeah.
Spiritual government is religion.
Yep.
Yeah.
I want to limit your access to the God in you.
Yes.
So you will always be dependent on the institution of God. You got to always come to Passa. And I told you Passa rhyme with massa.
And I don't know no pastors be up in my house. I just be reading the Bible.
But if you read the Bible without a teacher, without somebody to guide you, you don't really know what you're reading. You're reading English.
I understand it. I have discernment.
Also, if you read it without a teacher
I have the gifts.
and without fellowship, you're actually not practicing Christianity the way it's taught, which says you are to be in fellowship and you are to have a shepherd. And it also tells you that your pastor has responsibility over your soul.
I just haven't had the home church I found that I like yet.
Well, I have a Bible study for you that teaches you how to
we
find
are
your
the
church
church
home.
lady voice.
We are the church. You yourself, you are the church. So first of all, if you have a relationship with God and you believe God, whatever you believe, you are the church.
Go ahead, Mimi.
That
You
is
know
the
what I'm
original
saying?
translation. Your body is the temple.
You are the temple, because I used to go to church all the time. I really don't go as much anymore. I was hurt in church, but I still have a relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? Because of my hurt.
But this is what I'm saying. I
That's
gave
what I'm
this
talking
example in the previous show. Everything African Americans have done here, and I'm talking about all the dope shit we've been able to do, was born out of duress.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was born out of slavery.
Totally.
You don't get a Michael Jordan. You don't get these incredible athletes. If you look at the incredible athletes, most of their story is, I came from nothing.
Right.
Right.
And I was motivated by the nothing I came from to get something. So now I don't want to let go of what I've got.
Right.
Right? Most athletes, right? That's just the athletic sphere. You do the music.
Oh, God, yeah.
Nigga, slavery created ragtime and blues and jazz and hip hop. Come on. Everything was born out of fucking oppression. I'm coming back to you again to say there is a spiritual oppression that creates a spiritual hierarchy. Wait a minute. You a man, a human being, just like me, and because you got on some fancy robes and adornments, that means you know more or you're closer to God than I am?
No.
That's the way the religious system is set up.
I agree with that.
Especially in the African American community, where
totally
70% of the parishioners are sisters. Sisters want to see their pastors look good. Sisters give up bread. I had a mama that gave up rent money.
Wow.
Rest in peace, Mom. I had buying all type of prayer cloths and holy water pieces and all types of bullshit.
Yeah. All that black magic stuff.
But you hear what I'm saying? So again, can you imagine what the African American sister would look like devoid of white spirituality? What could black people create without the scars, without the trauma of slavery, of Jim Crow? What would our creative levels look like? What could we create without all of that?
It's so awesome just to think about the levels, because we only use a small percentage of our brain anyway, and without the scars of slavery, just imagine what kind of thought processes we would put into creativity.
Absolutely.
I mean, imagine me, I paint, and draw. I can't even imagine what I could create without that oppression being taught to me, passed on through generations. So it's hard to imagine that.
I agree with that, but then I also think that sometimes our adversity is what makes us. It's like, I know that I'm a great person now because of what I went through. My life hasn't been great. I haven't had a great time. If you looked at my life, you may shed a tear like, dang, you went through all that. Yeah. But it was my adversity that made me. It was what made me strong. I learned. Sometimes when you go through things, that's when you learn. That's when you grow. You have to sometimes go through things to be made, because if you...
Let's break it down.
You have to go through it to be made.
That's such a great point. Let's break it down. That is, let's just take Christianity, for instance.
Okay.
No, she's right. First off, two points. Make a distinction between adversity and abuse.
Right.
Let's make a distinction.
Ooh.
Adversity and abuse. Let's make a distinction.
Right.
Okay.
All right? So, again, slavery is abuse.
Yes.
That's trauma.
Totally.
All right?
Totally.
That's trauma. Now, adversity is necessary for the development of any spirit.
Yes.
True.
All
and
right?
empathy.
So now, Lucifer, light bearer, right?
Angel of light.
Satan, adversary. That's what the word means.
Yes.
He didn't become, he got kicked out. You say now.
Hold on. Adversary. So, according to the book, the devil is a spiritual personal trainer.
Yes.
Yep.
He's there to bring adversity to your life.
Yes.
Right.
Big Mama told you a long time ago, if you don't have adversity, you ain't really lived.
Correct.
You got to go through something in order to develop into whatever it is you're supposed to be.
Right. True.
So you got people running from the devil when in actuality you should be embracing the devil. Oh, now that's some bullshit, ain't it?
You can't run from him. He's always going to be there.
Why is he always going to be there?
Because I believe in the theory that you're born like light and dark. You've got an angel and a demon. When you're born, they're assigned to you. One is assigned to minister to you, and the other one is assigned to distract you and detour your life path.
It's not.
It doesn't have to be supported in a book.
Exegesis.
Right.
Start making up shit. Fuck it.
You are born with that. Well, I've read a book called.
So can I
He
come
Came
back?
to Set the Captives Free. It's by Dr. Rebecca Brown. She had an experience where she battled the Church of Satan, and it got into some deep stuff. And then the more I read it with different reference books, it points to that you're born with that evil and that light, the angel, the dark. Same thing. You're born right and wrong. One is telling you right, the other's telling you wrong. That's why they always symbolize that in sitcoms and shit with an angel on one side, a demon on the other. There's truth to it.
Is it?
Whether you
Well,
believe
right
it
and
or
wrong
not,
is
because the
culturally
demon
divine.
fucking with me right now.
Well, right and wrong is culturally defined, whereas morality and spirituality are more innate. So right and wrong is a
Yes.
cultural teaching.
Mhm.
You're not
Yes.
born with that. You're taught it.
Mimi?
But I was going to say, if you know the Holy Spirit, it will convict you. If you are a person
Exactly.
that knows God and you are doing wrong, there is something inside of you that is a conscience that will say you did wrong if you really live that life. If you know what I'm saying, if you live your life that way, there is a part of you that will convict you.
Yeah.
And say to you, did you
Oh, I
really
like
do
this.
that? It's a conviction because you've done wrong and you know better.
I like this. A lot of people in the chat room are agreeing with that.
Yeah,
They're saying
I agree
higher
with it.
self, lower
Yep.
self,
Yeah.
higher consciousness,
Yes.
lower consciousness. I agree with that. But let me just say this. In order to be free, you can't worship the same God your slave master worships.
Right.
Because you put yourself in a conundrum. He might be praying to keep your ass in slavery. You might be praying to get out. Whose prayers is he answering? If you still in bondage, I want y'all to deal with that.
God is God. It's a lot of evil people in this world, and they worship God.
Shoot, some of them say they kill you in the name of Jesus. The
Thank
people
you.
that blew up the airplane, they do it in the name of their God. When they do it, they come in to kill themselves within a mission. So, you know what I'm saying? And they believe they're right, although that's not right. You know, even a person that's not even, let's just say religious will say, hey, well, it's wrong to go into a school and kill all the children. But that person, you go talk to them, they'll say, oh, God told me to do it when there's no morals there, basically.
And that same person will come and tell you a message from God that they got for your ass. No, you didn't. So you can't go by that. I mean, God is, it's a lot of people that worship God. It doesn't mean that it's something that I have to do because the slave master gave it to
What
me.
I'm saying is, and I heard the brother Minister Farrakhan say this before.
Okay.
Our nation can only rise as high as our women. I believe that women, are the most powerful beings on planet Earth. I believe that. However, a lost female with a Walmart whitewashed belief system will lock a community into mediocrity. I don't know if y'all niggas heard that.
Oh, we heard you.
You see what I'm saying? Like, we sisters, I'm trying to paint this picture where you guys can maybe, you're an artist, where you can maybe see yourself outside of the oppressor's belief system. First and foremost, understand this. The oldest church in the world is where?
Ethiopia?
Exactly. And do you know what they called Jesus in Ethiopia?
Not Yeshua?
No.
What?
Horus.
Maybe his name was translated into Yeshua.
No, listen.
I know, you already broke it down. That's just wishful thinking.
They call him Horus.
Okay.
In the Coptic church, you get them old manuscripts, they call him Horus, Haru. You know who Haru is? The first Messiah. The son of God. Who is his daddy? Osiris. Who is his mama? Isis. Excuse me. Osiris is Usir. Right? Because white people like to come in and anglicize
the word.
The word. Usir and his woman, not Isis, but Osset, they give birth to Heru. Now, In the Temple of Man in Egypt at Luxor, you will see something called the theogamy scene. It's written on the walls in hieroglyphs.
Theogamy.
The first time ever. Theogamy. You know what the word theogamy means? Theos, God.
Okay.
Gamos,
Okay.
marriage. Marriage to God.
Mm-hmm.
The virgin, Aset, is married to God, Osiris. She gets pregnant with the Messiah, Heru, who is the sun god.
Now, see, I've read about that. But I read it and it wasn't positive what I've read about it. I had a book
Because
called
some
Illuminati.
white
Let me
Christians-
just finish. See, he won't let me say it. I read a book
ahead.
called Illuminati 666, and it talked about how Horus and Osiris, how he hung the dead, like how it was about the holidays and how they became pagan. That's where I learned about it. But they were talking about how he hung the heads of the dead soldiers from trees, and that's how they got the ornament symbolism for that, and it was for Isis or Osiris or somebody. I don't remember exactly. I do have the book still at home. I have a lot of spiritual warfare books too, and I want to jump back to what you said earlier about demonic possession. That is real. I have spiritual books about the devil angel thing on the shoulder. So anyway,
So let me do
it's
this.
about the spiritual realm.
So let me do this, because that's pretty deep where we're going here. There's a basic book to start people off, because I want to give out books.
Yes, you must.
Basic book to start people off, especially Americans.
Okay.
America is the most religiously diverse country in the world, while being the most religiously illiterate.
Okay, because I was going to say, we're not the most religiously diverse, because there's other countries that we are, but the most illiterate, that I will take.
We
Yes.
are the most religiously diverse, because we take in everybody from all over the world.
Right. But
So
there's,
we got Hindus, Buddhists,
Yeah,
we
we
got
do
Christians,
take
we got everybody.
Yeah.
Muslims, we got everybody.
We even
Everybody
got
gets to come to
Satanists.
everybody get to come to America and still study their beliefs.
Right.
All right.
And
we're
talk shit while they're here.
We're the most religiously diverse, while at the same time being the most religiously illiterate.
yes.
Right.
There is a book out by Stephen Prothero.
Okay.
I'm writing it down.
The book
Me
is
too.
called Religious Literacy. What every American needs to know and doesn't.
Stephen.
Prothero.
No, actually,
Prothero.
I might have read that one, but it's been a long time, so I'm going to reread it.
Great book. You
Yeah.
should get it.
Well, I was going to say, I went to a Lutheran private college, but we were required in our foundation classes to take religious theology
Oh, wow.
and visit 4 major places of worship that were not of Christian belief. So we had to go to a temple, we had to go to a synagogue, we had to sit through service and like speak to like Muslim women and their perspective. You know, like women spoke with women, males spoke with males. And it was really interesting. So I actually remember, I think back in 2005, I think I read this book, but I don't remember shit that it says though. So I'm going to reread it. I'm going to reread it because it probably was wonderful, because I had, a spiritual epiphany awakening starting then too.
Oh, yeah.
But see, and I have to get back to the point.
Yeah.
The point of the show. The point of the show. Christianity goes nowhere
Right.
without your belief.
I agree.
You have the power to bring lies to life.
Right.
You must understand that. And you must understand that in order to subjugate a people spiritually, you have to cut them off from the spirituality that they authored.
Yes.
You gave a great point. Oh, I read a book about the Illuminati. And they said that Horus did some foul shit.
It was called Illuminati 666. It
Wasn't the Crusades some
But peep gang. Peep
terrible
gang.
shit?
Peep gang.
It was just about religion.
But peep gang, this is part of it. I have to make your original belief, pagan and evil, while I'm stripping it from you.
Yes.
Then I will give it back to you in a GMO, whitewashed, diet diluted version that I sanction as the truth.
Okay.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah, I understand totally.
Again, motherfuckers have been, let me tell you something. Fear is a powerful motherfucker, boy.
Yes, it is.
Fear is debilitating.
Yes.
And we have been fed the doctrine of fear so much. And it's been associated to stereotypes and demons and exorcists and all kind. Nigga, shit. How many times you talk about God, niggas say, you better be quiet. I don't want to do that. Lightning gonna come. I'm gonna move away from you. Niggas scared. You underdig? When you look at the Church of Satan, started in 1966 by Anton LaVey, given its first charter by then California Governor Ronald Reagan.
I read it about that.
You understand? The Church of Satan, one of its number one rules for its parishioners is stupidity is evil.
Interesting.
I'm gonna have to
It is a sin to be dumb if you're a devil worshiper. I just need you to hold on to that little piece. While Christians have been fear-mongered into belief, which means lie, so you can protect the pastor who don't have answers for your spiritual questions. Oh, fuck.
But see, and that's like getting back to your point. I'm a prime example by the books that of course, by being taught. And my mom was an evangelist. I'm not going to stop my faith ever. See, and I'm breaking myself slowly using that word belief. I'm going to have to practice that. It's going to take me months, but I'm not going to be saying that. I'm going to be saying faith now because it's all faith-based. But it's hard to see black women in the church removing themselves from this because it's hard for me sitting here, even though you're my friend, I'm accepting what you're saying.
I would never want you to remove it.
No, I can't remove it. It's not going to be removed.
No. What you have to do, what I'm saying is, see, this is the flaw in it. It's not remove it. It's understand its origin, understand where it's from, and then elevate beyond it.
Okay, let me rephrase. The black woman in the church is going to find it, or African American woman is going to find it hard to accept that, period.
Why?
Because look at just even the show. I mean, you can just tell if I'm accepting of listening how a real hard ass, old ass Christian woman gonna be like, nigga, if you don't get your ass out of my face, Jesus gonna get
No, you're
you.
right about that. But I think we have to talk to young people to get them back into their power. That movie, do you understand how significant the Black Panther movie is? Just in terms of imagery alone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
Just
goodness.
beautiful.
And fuck the flaws. Fuck, Killmonger and T'Challa and Malcolm versus Martin and all the little.
They got
fuck
real.
all of that. Just the image of all black people
Beautiful.
banging superpowers,
Right.
super advanced technology,
Love it.
hidden culture,
Right.
you underdig, and the superhero, and then the shit is a success.
Right. That part.
Right, because the average person is not going to look at it and see all of the flaws. They're just going to see it and cheer for it, which is why the movie is a fucking success.
Hey, just getting
Right.
black people to wear a dashiki. I'm like, even if you two just on the bandwagon, at least you starting somewhere, motherfucker.
Right.
Starting somewhere.
Well,
motherfucker.
shoot, I just feel like I'm just happy that the media, and I'm just happy that like the film industry are showing other sides of black people instead of
Right.
just showing us gang members and hustlers and people without education and slave masters. You know what I mean? People under slave masters. I'm
Right.
just happy it showed some form of power for us.
That was some power, for real.
Actually, and there. Oh, you're not finished. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh,
sweetie.
no. And then I was also going to say, I know it's kind of on the other side of the fence, but something Zoe said earlier when he said that people go to church to hear from the pastor, and the pastor may not even have the knowledge that he needs to have to be pastoring. And I just want to tell you, I agree with that, Zoe, because I've walked into churches and I've walked out. Okay, I'll walk into a church. If there's a no anointing, I leave. See, for me, it's not just about what you're reading and what you're telling me. It's about the power that's inside of you that I feel. And I have a discerning spirit. So if there's no Holy Ghost or there's no power or there's nothing that's breaking yokes, when you go to church, you should leave differently than when you came. Even if it's just something small that you want to do differently, you should leave differently with a different eyesight or a different thought pattern.
And you're 100% right.
100%.
Yes. She's 100% right.
On point.
And I'm gonna say this, man. You don't feel the power.
Oh, right now? Yeah, it's up in here. He go, oh, him. Yeah, we felt it because you taught us today.
I just got to tell the truth.
Yes.
Well, you have plenty of knowledge.
I've had this
He's a
gift.
wise man.
No. It's more than the knowledge.
No, it's an anointing.
He does.
More.
We
Listen,
just said, so I did the math on how many hours you had to read. And I was like, is that even physically possible?
You know what's crazy?
You
know what's crazy?
Preacher.
My mother would always say, you should start a church. You have an anointing.
Yeah.
My niece, every time I talk to her, you should just go ahead and start the church.
What do you think the
But
voice
here's
reason
the thing.
is?
Starting a church would be detrimental.
Hell yeah.
Why?
Again.
Tax exemption would make you fall law underneath the government.
No. None of that. None of that.
It's like what
None of that.
Tiff
It's-
said. You'd be
it's-
accredited.
No, none of that.
No,
It's-
you wouldn't.
No, none of that.
Yeah.
It's this. We have enough churches.
Amen.
Right. You right about that.
Do you know I've walked over the last 30 years.
I don't even want to know.
I've walked into many churches and the pastors recognize the anointing.
Right.
They don't want to talk to me because they know.
You're going to call bullshit.
Number one, I'm going to call bullshit. Number two, you not ready for this fight.
Right.
You don't want to look bad in front of your parishioners.
Right.
You don't want to lose that bread that they bringing in weekly.
Right.
Ooh, the petty me want to bring you to see my ex-mother-in-law. Lord Jesus,
So-
help me.
Right.
So again,
My mother would have loved this conversation.
So again, I'm reiterating, sisters, you got to break up with Jesus, with white Jesus. If I tell you, if I tell you who Jesus is based off of the manuscripts that are available now, you say the oldest church is in Ethiopia, and they call Jesus Heru. They call him Yashu, Yashua. They call him that, but they also call him Heru. And if you say, wait a minute, ancient Ethiopia, Abyssinia? Wait a minute. They call him Heru? Who is Heru? And you take that back to Egypt, what you gonna do with that?
Right.
You just gonna say, well, fuck it. I'm gonna stick with the Paul Gasol version of Jesus. Listen, white people have never created a spiritual practice that is authentic.
I agree with that.
They have remade everything.
Ooh, even better. What's the word, though, when someone chooses to disregard the facts? There's a word.
Ignorant?
Right.
Yeah, closed-minded.
So, as a lot of Christians do when they're faced with the fact, that's what they're choosing to do.
I just want people to know, there's a way to deal with this. And I want you to deal with it. Don't be scared. I love you, Peaches.
Don't tell her not to be scared. You know, fear is part of the unknown.
I'm
That's a
gonna
natural
be
reflex
scared
for her.
because I mean it's something that's new to me to accept it because I've read so many of the opposite things about it all my life. I mean,
have you ever read
a lot about spiritual warfare? That's what I study. So, in order to understand spiritual warfare, you have to understand the origination of where this comes from.
The origination.
The origination of the nation inside yourself. No, but for real, you got to know where it comes from. You got to know the origin of where these stories came from. But spiritual warfare is hearsay. It's by story. So that's a whole nother thing. But I have to study I had to read about the Illuminati. I had to read about this. I had to read about that to understand it. So
okay, so I have another book.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm writing them down.
The book Your Church Doesn't Want You to Read by Tim Leadham.
I used to have that book and never read it. You know what? I did. I honestly did. I gave it to my brother when he got out of jail. And he went back to jail and got my car impounded with that book in the trunk. So I never got a chance to read that book.
Right.
See how the devil worked?
Okay. so
he originations that book up in my trunk.
Actually, the devil would have wanted you to keep the book if you had it correct, right? He would want to fuck with your belief and trust in God. But anyways, back to your Black Panther point. Caller first. Never mind.
Let's
My
get this
point will
caller.
be here. Go ahead.
We'll come back. Caller.
It will be here.
You're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Speak on it.
Yo, this is Darnell out that Tuscaloosa area.
Darnell out of Tuscaloosa.
Hey,
What's
Darnell.
up, pimp?
What up, Donnie Keefe? Donnie Keefe, we love you, but you talking some bullshit.
Man, don't start it on me. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, Zoe, I got a question.
What's up?
What religion is Odin? Odin.
Odin.
Ooh.
That is the
Odin.
Norse. That is the Norse gods of
That's who my brother worships.
these Europeans up north, Norway, and you know,
It's
like
the
the Viking,
devil.
the Viking gods.
the Vikings.
No, my brother is a Viking worshiper. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
But
a
it's
Viking
still,
worshiper?
but it's still all our shit.
Yeah, no, they stole those stories from Egypt.
That shit make a lot of sense, though.
Yeah.
I was thinking Zoe was old, and I was like, with a brim hat, I was like, that's that nigga right there.
So I'm gonna say Odin. That's your high father god.
Mm-hmm.
If you parallel that to say Ifa, you get Oba Ta'ala, the Most High. Oba, Father, Ta'ala, Most High God. Oba Ta'ala, right?
Is that Hebrew?
No.
What is Oba Ta'ala?
That's it's Swahili.
Okay, that's why I've
Oba
heard it before.
Ta'ala.
I was like, what? Which language is that? Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Right? So that's what you get. Then in Odin's son, you get Thor.
Right.
The Thunderer, the god of thunder. Well, the god of thunder to the Ifa, to the Yoruba, Shango.
I haven't heard of that one before.
You in the dig?
What does Shango mean?
This is same thing. Thunder.
Son of thunder.
The Thunderer.
Oh.
Or, yeah.
You in the dig? This is
The
all
thunder
our
god.
shit now. This is all ours.
Oh, this makes me intrigued. Maybe me and my brother could do parallel studies because he really is a Viking worshiper, and then I could study like the Egyptian original god, and we could like parallel study.
Thor, is that where they got the Thor thing from?
we have a caller on the line.
I totally forgot he was there. Hi.
Allow him.
Great question.
Hi.
Sorry.
Go ahead, brother. Finish speaking.
Yeah, I want to speak on the topic, too. I was about the dogma or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And mostly the history, like even though the pictures of I got in my apartment or whatever, is like mostly Egyptian or whatever. Most of it was royalty. Like it has nothing to do with being subservient. Like most of it was like in a royal place. So I don't even get why black women even follow that. Like they known for royalty.
But see,
Like,
this is
you know what I'm saying?
this is
Being
what I'm
them,
saying.
being
I believe this society has diminished
Yes.
black feminine divinity
Yes.
because the sisters have been conditioned to believe what this oppressive system has sanctioned as good spirituality.
Right.
Right.
You in the dig?
Right. Like even in Roots, explain that. You get what I'm saying? Like they broke up the tribes and said you gonna follow this. I mean, they showed it. It ain't like they hide nothing. They show everything. You get what I'm saying? They put it there. It seemed like that's what they did. Like they broke it up, broke up the tribe, separated everybody, and was like, you gonna follow this, I'm gonna change your name. I'm gonna strip you from everything. Strip you naked.
He's
And
correct.
you're gonna be lost.
Strip the people of their language
to
and their
that.
religion, and you strip them of their culture.
Right. And now they're powerless.
Yes.
Hey, man, thank you for the call. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it, man. Jesus.
Well, that was a great question.
See,
Thank
I
you.
think that black people were put in slavery, and it's because of the simple fact that we didn't believe in the one true God.
No.
The same
No.
reason we were in the desert for 40 years.
No. These are stories,
I
baby.
know, but there's truth to this
These-
story.
no, they're
it's
not.
a true. I believe it is as fact. So,
But no. No. Because if I ask you, show me the facts.
I can't go over there and dig it up.
Again,
they've already dug up a lot of
they
stuff.
ain't
though.
dug up nothing that prove nothing. No, this is a fact.
Okay.
They have dug up nothing that proves nothing. There's no concrete evidence of none of it. The only concrete evidence you really got? Egypt.
Yes.
Sumer.
Yes.
You go there, you go, oh, well, damn.
You can see it.
You see some shit.
And what is faith again?
No. Remember, faith is fact, and Christians have belief.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Basically, he's saying the Egyptians have the facts.
The Egyptians have the
we
facts.
can prove their shit. That's what he's saying. There's proof.
They
of
got
it.
the facts and
Thousands
the
of
faith.
years later.
I love all y'all.
I'm just
all I'ma
saying.
say.
I'm just saying. The Native Americans who are indigenous to the Americas could say, we've got La Venta.
Yes.
The Olmecs. It's
Yeah.
there. Right? You could go find all of their monuments, the pyramids,
Yes.
the old civilization. That's there. Show me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is supposed to be the tomb of Jesus. Is the nigga in there?
Nope.
Nah.
I'm gonna go visit over there. I feel it.
Well, so
I feel it in my
This
spirit.
is what challenges that too, right? So most of all the indigenous peoples of the different continents that have built pyramid-like structures are melanated.
Black
and
people.
their belief systems revolve around sun, astrology, and astronomy. Most of them, all of the indigenous people, I believe, most connected to God, the true, pure God, spiritual people, had better science, better calendars, had better structure, architecture. Look at pyramids ain't coming down in
Mayan
Egypt.
temples.
The ones in South America, like the ones in Southern North America. Like, man, when melanated people are fully spiritual, this answers your question. So who knows what the fuck we could do?
Exactly.
That's my point.
We could do anything.
If black
Caller.
women really got liberated, who knows what the fuck we could do?
That's what I'm talking about. Black women fighting me, and I'm fighting for your liberation.
Amen.
Callers, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Turn your entire life down. Your life is loud.
I can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up, man? Speak on it.
What's going on? This is Cal from Bama.
You from Bama? What up, Bama?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on? This is my second time calling, but I was the guy whose family was directly affected by slavery, and I want to speak on that for a little bit.
Go ahead.
So, in the late 1800s.
Wait. Before you get going downhill, is this going to be War and Peace, or is this going to be, because you're going to have to truncate it a little bit.
Footnotes?
Yeah, you got to get us the footnotes.
Started before the 1800s.
All right. In the 1800s, we created.
It's gonna be short and sweet.
All right, there we go.
In the 1800s, on my mother's side, my family was taken from a small town outside of Ghana, and they were brought through the U.S. through the Port of Mobile. And from there, they started this town called Africatown that was their own little town, different from Mobile. You can look up Google and you can look it up. But I say that to say this. When old girl, I can't think of her name, the other day she said that slavery was a good thing that happened to black people. So you're telling me
Somebody
that,
crazy who said that. I'm gonna tell you that.
I don't know about good thing.
No, that's what you said. So
I didn't say a good thing. I said it happened for a reason. I didn't say it was a good thing.
I think a lot of people heard you say it. Yeah, a lot of people.
I didn't mean a good thing.
Well, a lot of people heard you say it. I heard you say it and let it slide.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to go listen to the whole show then. Well, I didn't mean that shit, so go ahead.
Me being disconnected from my culture, basically trying to say real life killmonger. I'm disconnected from my culture right now. The reason I speak English is because my people were taken from their native land and brought over here and made to work. Like, this ain't no shit that's in a book. This is real fact. Like, I got the paperwork on this. We were actually slaves. I have the documents. We were fucking lined up like you order, like you go to Walmart and you see, like, you got a receipt for milk and eggs. Like, it had niggas on the receipt.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my history. So when you say stuff like that, that's disrespectful to me. That's disrespectful to my ancestors. That's just out of line when you say stuff like that. So that's all I really want to call and say. Like,
well, I wasn't trying to disrespect you or your ancestors or my ancestors. Yeah. The thing I said was, well, what I meant to say, since I said it was a good thing, I didn't mean to say it was a good thing. It happened for a reason to me, so black people could know God. That's what I meant to say that day. So don't take it as a diss to your ancestors. Black power, Wakanda nigga.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. Good looking, boy. We appreciate the call. Good looking,
okay.
fam.
I ain't gonna keep apologizing for some shit I said. You know what I'm saying? So to all y'all niggas in the chat room, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I mean it in the most Wakandan way, damn it. That's gonna be the new peace greeting, Wakanda, motherfucker.
Wakanda, nigga.
That's funny as though. So recently, a new development in my life, well, not new, but it's been going on for a little minute, is trying to find my bio dad, right? Mm-hmm. So we decided, like, yeah, I'm gonna find my bio dad. Okay, cool, whatever. But I had come across the fact that Chadwick had said that had been talking about AfricanAncestry.com versus like all the other, like DNA tests that you can do or whatever, because they actually look up your actual specific tribes that you came from in Africa, the part of you that is African. So I was like, so my mom had mentioned to me like, oh yeah, I'll get you Ancestry.com, and I had to like chop her down a little bit, like, oh, that's cute, mom, cool, but that would probably help with the European side, which we kind of already know about. But I would love if you would get me AfricanAncestry.com, because the whole point of me finding my dad is finding the black side. Huh. And she was like, oh. Right? Wow. But that was the point. Like, Mom, I know about this white side. And actually,
I don't think they have a Negro database.
But so they don't. That's the problem. I'm 100% doubt that it will actually help find my dad. But this was really just my ploy to try to find out my African actual heritage. Is that the database has documentation of over 360 different tribes' DNA from Africa, because the actual founders are African geneticists and other like phlebotomists and just all this stuff, right? So the database, unlike all these other ones that are European based that only have like 2 or 3 different sources, they'll kind of tell you like you're East African. Well, what the fuck does that do? That help me. That could be 200 different languages and tribes and religions and shit, right?
Right.
Whereas AfricanAncestry.com will actually tell you the country and the tribe lineage that you come from. So if you're not just Nigerian, but are you Igbo?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that helps you, because then you could actually go find someone who's Igbo and be like, teach me my language, or like, what do we believe, or what is like that heritage? You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's what I've been interested in lately in regards to like when it came to like Black Panther and stuff, because I was like, well, I'm going to really say I want to meet my bio dad to find out my past. Like, let's just go down the rabbit hole then.
I mean, where else you going to go?
Right. And because she said my bio dad was like adopted anyways, I'm like, well, let's just find out all the fucking heritage and help everybody out.
Right. That's interesting.
I mean,
right? Let's find out where we from.
This is a cold conversation. Wait, we got another caller. Caller. Oh my God. You got to turn everything down. The walls. You got to turn your yard down.
The sprinklers.
Right. Your yard is loud. Turn your loud ass yard down.
Your lawnmower.
Caller. Okay, we got to get rid of that. They got to go.
Brother.
They weren't ready to talk. They just had a
They were
loud.
just excited to be on.
We tried to hear you.
So let me just do this really quickly.
Okay.
We have to refresh the palate
Do it.
because it takes a lot out of me.
It took a lot out of me
To
too.
teach that
Fighting
much.
you.
Yeah.
That's
Because you
okay.
want to fight.
Well, am I right?
Yoda
To
got to take
love
breaks.
Jesus.
People are asking what the call-in number is. Listen, if you want to call in and chime in, the number to dial is 323-230-4610. I just want to know a basic question. And my basic question is this. What powers would black women manifest if Jesus had nothing to do with their spirituality? Gosh, if there was no racism or inferiority in their belief system.
Tiff said it best.
I'm just interested to know what y'all would come up with.
There's no telling what the fuck we would do, like she said.
Well, I can use my own life as a testimony to what happened when I felt liberated from that. Because I talk about losing dogmatic practice as part of my divorce.
I'd like to hear this story.
We're going to talk about that when we come back from the break.
Cool.
So let's take a quick break. We'll be back. You're listening to the Voice of Reason on Dash Talk. We'll be back in 2.2. Ladies and gentlemen, the Voice of Reason has returned to Dash Talk. Listen, if this is your first time tuning into the Voice of Reason, please understand what it is that we do. We jumped right into this topic. We didn't promote nothing.
Oh, yeah, you fucked up.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you sure did. I just thought about that.
We just jumped right in.
Show the fuck did. Whoops.
Look, he looked right at me and went in hard.
Nah, I'll put the links up.
Went in hard.
I'll put the links up, y'all.
That sounded bad.
We appreciate our sponsors. Go order some Total Package Energy right now.
So listen, if this is your first time tuning into the Voice of Reason, this is what we do. We have very difficult conversations.
Mm-hmm.
But we want and we promote the female perspective.
Right.
Today's topic, man, is one of the toughest topics we've ever done. That's why we did a part 2. This is the first time we've done a part 2.
Wow.
In a long time.
Awesome. I'm glad I was a part of it.
So we had to do this part 2 because it was inspired by the Black Panther movie.
Yes.
Seeing all of that black independence and black excellence, I was like, what if black women, who I believe are the energetic generators for our community, imagine if they were generating their own spiritual narrative. See, that's what I was looking for. What I got into was a fight with "you ain't gonna take Jesus from me, nigga." Mimi and motherfucking Peaches in here on the Florida Evans side of the game.
Lord.
You gonna take that picture of Ned down.
Oh, that episode is one of my favorites.
I bet you it is. I bet you sided with Florida.
No, I didn't.
Okay,
I
cool.
knew it had to be a wino, not for real. I didn't know.
Wow. All right, so here we go. We got callers on the line. Listen, if you want to chime in for today's topic, is the black woman the backbone of white spiritual dogma? Fuck. Call us right now. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. That's 323-230-4610. I'd love to get your opinion. I'd love to get your perspective on this. Call us and let us know what you think. 323-230-4610. Callers, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Welcome to the Voice of Reason. You're going to have to turn your entire life down. It's really loud. Turn it down. You can't watch the video and listen to us at the same time.
Oh, thank you.
Caller, what up?
Can you hear it?
Yes, we can.
Peace, Black African Power family. This is Atum Mama from Chicago. How you doing, Zoe? How you doing, ladies?
Hello.
Me, Tiff.
What's happening, mate?
Yeah, chilling, brother. I just wanted to chime in on the whole thing of the religious dogma. Well, if we go back to our indigenous studies and deal with our indigenous practice, whether it be voodoo or dealing with the mystery systems from the Nile Valley culture or dealing with the different cultures from the West Africa or from Central Africa. We have many different...
Or from South Africa.
...that we carried out throughout history, and we just don't touch on these things anymore. We've lost a total sense of connection from our ancestry, so everything that we were taught to look at from our culture is in an evil aspect, when there's no such thing as good or evil anyway. It's a balance. It's about a balance. With my aunt, dealing with my aunt, it was about balance. It was about negative and positive. It was about feminine and masculine. It was a total balance of things, and we've lost that. And now we spend so much time focusing on what's negative and what's evil, but we don't even look at struggle builds character. Struggle builds you. You have to go through things in order to come out of that. That's what Heru was about. You know, when Heru fought his uncle Set, it never says that he killed Set. It just said he defeated Set. Well, there was a time where Set defeated Heru. Osar, the name only means good discernment or good judgment, or Set, which means throne. It said that we rule through the woman, for the woman gives us power, and we rule through her.
Hold on, pimp.
Why you looking at me like
I'm
that?
looking at you because he busted your ass with the truth.
I am listening to him.
You just got your ass
Leave
bust.
us.
I also appreciate how educated and articulate he is about it, that he made even the distinction between killed and defeated, because that's one of the things that a lot of our conquerors do. They'll say defeated and they'll insinuate or translate to killed. No. That's not what a lot of these stories say or mean.
That's good. Hey,
and that's why we get confused when we see their uncle's name 3 chapters later. Like, I thought he was dead.
He's so smart. I'd give him some. See?
Hey, brother, I appreciate the call, man. Thank you so much, bro.
Yes,
good luck.
Even if I don't agree with it. Jesus.
That's what you're going to do?
Ignorance. Choosing to...
You see this?
Gang begging for Jesus.
I got another book.
The truth
I got another book. I got another book.
Okay, wait,
go
hold
get
on.
this
Let me
book.
get my notes ready. Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
The Christ Conspiracy.
Ooh.
The greatest story ever sold.
The Christ.
And they bought that shit.
Acharya S. ACHARYAS.
You is they.
Huh?
You are they. She said they bought it too.
Right.
I'm like, you are they.
No, they bought that book.
They.
The Christ Conspiracy, the greatest story ever sold. Acharya S. ACHARYAS. Get that book. Oh, also, hold on. I'm not done.
Oh, wait, we're still going. Yay, good.
Hold on.
Because none of these ones you've mentioned today are on your community book list.
I have so many books.
I know, but I be looking for like guidance and it don't be on there.
I haven't.
You have a community book list?
Yeah, I haven't had the guy update, the website in a long time.
I love
I'm
you.
going to have to
appreciate
look
you.
at your community.
Let me finish.
Continue.
The Power of Myth.
Ooh.
By Joseph Campbell and Bill Moyers.
This is why I need to be single for a year. I need to read all these books. Fuck it, going out.
Get this right now. It's a paperback by Joseph Campbell with Bill Moyers. The Power of Myth. It's also a DVD. I say get the DVD set.
Yeah, I'll get the DVD set.
Because he explains the power of myth. This is why we believe in stories. This is why we imbue stories with our belief. Remember, the story is the canvas. It comes to life via the belief we put into it.
Also, we were originally an oral telling people.
Right.
So, like, it makes sense that they would take our written language and our spoken language from us and then replace it with spoken word first.
Right.
Why do you think Martin Luther was like, The only difference between Catholicism and Lutheran practice is that he said people should be able to read the fucking Bible.
So,
like, come on now.
So I got a couple more books. Oh,
yeah. I'm going to keep
book time.
Down. Yes.
They Came Before Columbus.
Ooh.
The African Presence in Ancient America.
That's what I've been looking for.
I know we came before Columbus.
Ivan Van Sertima is the author.
That's what I've been looking for.
Right?
Yes.
The African Origin of Civilization, Myth or Reality, Shek Anta Diop.
Ooh, I've read that one actually.
Got to get that. It's a few. Oh,
I'm glad these books are reasonably priced.
hold on. I'm not done. Egypt Revisited.
Ooh, okay.
By Ivan Van Sertima. Got to get that. Oh, man. Ancient Future.
Ancient Future, what?
By Wayne B. Chandler. That book is fire. And then let me hit you with The White Side of the Game.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, we about to do it. Okay. I'm going to put an asterisk next to it.
Oh, God.
That's supposed to be for the white side.
No, listen. Let me just tell you. This white man came and slapped people upside the dome piece. And he was attacked
For doing it?
by Masons.
For doing it.
The Masons was like, hey, the fuck are you doing?
Telling way too many secrets.
You giving up the secrets. You letting too much shit out. And they were mad at him. But you know what he said?
What?
I need to report what I see.
Hey, gracias.
All right?
That book looks scary.
Yeah, because you scary. You've been programmed to see the truth as something evil.
Right?
I really was, though.
All right.
But
so what is this book?
Don't mean I'm still.
Egypt, or Ancient Egypt, The Light of the World, Volume 1 and 2 by Gerald Massey.
You know what's funny is I don't doubt none of that.
Oh, this book right here is fire. First off, let me just, you guys got to let me finish. I can get these books out quicker. Y'all can talk after I get them out. God damn it.
Okay.
Ancient Egypt, The Light of the World, Volume 1 and 2, fire. Another book that is super fire, Egyptian Book of the Dead and the Ancient Mysteries of Amenta. Oh my God. Okay. I have more, but I'm gonna stop.
know.
I'm gonna stop.
I'm going to start with that one.
I'm gonna stop. But are y'all listening to me right now? These are the books that will begin the process.
Yes, I've been asking you for these books. I'm so glad you shared them today and on Monday.
Yes. I have one book.
I added it to the list.
I think it's called The 102 Flaws or 102 Mistakes in the Bible. It's a book that's based on just the mistakes in the Bible.
Right.
Really? I heard, well, no, I'm not going to say that. I'll wait and get that facts first.
But here's the thing. You hear me talk about relationships all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I always tell people, at the end of the day, you can have a gang of problems, right, in your relationships, right? You can have a gang of issues, right? But the only time those issues can ever be dealt with is when you become willing to do the work.
Mm-hmm.
My homeboy, John Gray, author of Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, said it. He said, it don't matter how many people you see, how many therapists, how many coaches, none of that shit's going to work until you're willing to take responsibility for what is yours and willing to do the work to correct it.
That's real.
This applies to studying this shit. Do you see how much pushback y'all have given me over the past 4 hours?
Mm-hmm.
The last 2 hours on the last show, and then the 2 hours in this show.
Mm-hmm.
Just pushback. Don't want to know nothing. Don't know nothing. Don't have no translation, no knowledge, no languages.
I know Ebonics well, though.
I know what I know, nigga. I know what I know. Nigga, I know what I mean. I know what I mean. And what I mean is what I know. And what I know is what I believe.
By faith.
Oh, shit, that hurts.
By faith.
Ooh, I got another bomb.
Not by sight.
You got to get this book walk out into the street by faith and not by sight.
No, nigga, that's what's not going to happen.
If you really believe in God, my nigga.
No, that's when my belief in God tell my dumb ass to stay on the curb unless you want to die and go to hell, stupid.
You should say it, tell you to open your eyes, motherfucker. Open your goddamn eyes.
The devil's a liar.
Let me just ask, Phil. Get on the mic, man. Let me just ask, Phil. Jesus.
Come on, Phil.
Phil.
What's good?
do you walk by faith and not by sight, my nigga?
Not down the street.
Not for the most part, nah. You want the truth, nah.
Phil, you go walk out of the street by faith, my nigga?
Nah.
We needed some masculine energy in here.
Hell yeah.
What the fuck? Phil's like, nah, nigga. I'm not gonna do none of that shit.
Right. I'm a comedian. I do about faith all the time.
So I got another bomb book. You have to get this one.
Okay, so which one you want me to start with?
By Gerald Massey, The Historical Jesus and the Mythical Christ.
Ooh.
I've heard of that one too.
The historic Jesus and the mythical
The Historical
Christ.
Jesus and the Mythical Christ by Gerald Massey. I read it. It's hot monkey juice.
The historic.
But you're right. Even from like a mental health perspective, is the method of changing behavior or thought only works when one is ready to receive it.
Right.
Right. So like you can go to 100 therapists, and I hear this all the time. Like, oh, I don't like therapy. It don't work for me. I'm like, yeah. Or maybe you weren't ready for it.
Right.
You know.
But I'm open though, so
No,
don't think I'm not. Just because I believe what I believe
hold
doesn't
on,
mean
Kim.
I'm not open.
You're on camera. They see your
Right.
closed ass.
Right.
Can y'all see this?
Well, and I'm ready to admit, before my divorce, and Zoe knew me. Like, because I met you right before, like, literally shit hit the fan. I was the most dogmatic, practicing love, eat, breathe the air of my husband, like, more than anybody. And I'm so grateful for that process of being released, because I was exposed to this while I was married, and I kind of was like, Peaches, like, I'll get to it when I get to it. But as soon as the cloak was open and I was able to receive it, it was, again, I've read some of these books already, like I said, 10 years ago. But because I didn't have the heart or will or desire to hear it and let the information sink in, I just disregarded it.
So let me say this.
But see, that's the difference between. Could I just say this really quickly? It's the. Oh, King Zoe. It's the difference between me and that is that I'm willing to read it. I'm willing to. Don't ever think I'm closed-minded. I'm willing to read it.
Do you have a Strong's
Will I
Concordance?
accept it? No, I will get one. I think I have my mom's, though. I'm going to look for it. Because I have a box of her study books, and she had all of those books to break down words.
Let me get this caller in here. You guys have done enough rambling today.
Oh, my God.
Yes, caller, you're on the line. Welcome to this church revival. Caller, speak on it.
Rest in peace, Billy Graham.
Caller, you're on the line, man. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Probably hung up on that shit.
Caller?
Yeah.
I'm about to drop you. Yeah, man, I'm about to drop you. Turn your life down, get your shit together, and be ready to speak on it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I didn't know I was on the line. Hey, how you guys doing?
All right, how are you?
All right, let's hurry up. You got a few seconds to
Yeah,
go.
not too bad. I was just wondering, man, I don't know, I'm just kind of tired of all this Egypt stuff, man.
You're tired of what?
I'm tired of all this Egypt stuff. It's always just Egypt, man. Man, that shit is done. It's buried in the sand, man. It ain't ever coming back.
You sound brilliant.
No, for real. It's done. It's buried. It ain't ever coming back. It's under the sand.
Somebody tell Napoleon's little cousin, don't ever call here again.
For we bury you in the sand.
Side note, how buried is it? They're continuing to project out of the sand for thousands of years, you dip hole. Hence why you can see them. Like,
he called him a dip hole.
He woke up out of the sand and called us. That nigga got up out the grave. Like, let me call Zoe and fuck with him.
Because a lot of the European shit been fell down and burned because your crusades burned your own shit too.
That's crazy.
He was too busy burning something else.
But let me just say this too, in a low key way. We all default Egypt, but it's a man. There's Timbuktu.
That's true.
There's Mali.
Yes.
The South African tradition. First off, Egypt comes out of the South African tradition. People don't know that.
I was going to ask about that. No,
People don't know that. You want to look up this man named Credo Mutwa.
Credo Mutwa.
Hold
on, spell it, please.
He is a Sunusi.
What is a Sunusi?
A shaman.
I thought that, but I didn't want to say.
No, you didn't know. It's okay.
I had a feeling it was a shaman.
Really, can you spell it though? Because I'm gonna look it up for real.
Credo, Credo.
See, I had it all fucked up, so I'm glad I asked.
Right? If you just put it in Credo, he's gonna pop up.
Yeah, but I was spelling it all retarded.
Little black man with glasses.
Got it.
Very heavy set.
And he's a shaman.
He's a Sunusi, yes. And he'll tell you the Egyptian culture comes out of South Africa. That's where it originates.
Okay.
You in the dig? And then he talks about how, I mean, you guys really want to know?
You're talking. We're listening.
I'll wait. That's a whole nother topic.
Why you starting then?
I'm just saying, I can't give y'all all of this shit at one time.
Yeah, because I got to digest the shit I had to learn today and Monday.
I got to order hella books from Amazon Prime now. I'm glad I waited from Monday because now this all shipped together.
I'm on a comedian's budget, so we're going to read one at a time.
Listen, I'm about to get the hell out of here.
Hey,
because I need to have like a salt bath or some shit.
Oh, him need a rub.
Because y'all niggas is crazy.
Need some herbal tea after that?
I need something. Because I need y'all to understand you have power, women.
Yes.
And
your power has been filtered through some bullshit.
The love of Jesus. I'm not playing.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We had fun tonight. We'll be back Friday with another episode. The voice of reason was in here crazy tonight. It was a great topic. I think I'm going to have my homeboy Frank. She's possessed. Okay. I think I'm going to have my homeboy Frank put the audio back up because we got a lot of drops on the video, but that's all right. We appreciate everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. I catch y'all Friday night, 5 to 7 p.m. Dash Talk. We out. Deuces.
Deuces.